All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Event Horizon. I'm your host, as always, Tyler Godin. I'm here with Dino, Sunny, and Will. And pretty dark day in the world today. Unfortunately, I'm sure most of you have heard about what happened to Kobe Bryant, and we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about this, but definitely feel like it needs to be addressed. We're not going to talk about the accident or anything like that, but we thought we would just do a little bit of reflection on his career, some of our favorite moments, and then we'll get into all the other stuff because I know nobody wants to spend a lot of time talking about this, but we feel it's just something that needs to be said. So, all right, who wants to begin that?
I'll start. Obviously, during his playing career anyways, I wasn't necessarily a Kobe fan. I mean, I respected his work ethic, his drive, his killer instinct. But obviously, as a Celtics fan, I love to hate him. He was the villain. But more than that, just he was what he did for the sport of basketball, the figure he was as an American in the global sports world and the world in general. It's truly just sad to lose somebody with this kind of influence. And I think the state of social media yesterday shows the extent of his influence and, the amount of lives were impacted by this. Just that everything on social media yesterday was about Kobe Bryant, and nobody's posting stupid Instagram pics from the weekend or tweeting anything funny. It was all just an outpouring of love to Kobe and his family in this tragedy.
Yeah, this is probably the most shocking news story I can remember in my life. I was stunned. I'm still stunned. Probably gonna be stunned for a while. Again, Celtics fan, so I always hated him, I guess, but he was one of the guys that was fun to hate. A lot of people, I'm a LeBron guy, but a lot of people actually hate LeBron or hate people that rival your teams, but everyone kind of respected Kobe, and it was because he just put in 110% compared to everyone else. He was a great competitor, great player, great guy, and the part that really kind of strikes me is I think for us as 20-year-olds, we were just a tad before watching his whole career. We watched his prime, but he was a tad bit ahead of us. But we were starting to see we're gonna get into it in a bit. He won an Oscar. He started this whole children's book company. He had a whole second half of his life that me personally, I liked Kobe more off the court than on the court. I was really excited to kind of follow him on that journey, and not seeing it happen is just tough. So definitely R.I.P. And it's a sad day for not only sports but just the community.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dino.
Arguably the greatest Laker ever. Just awful thing. I don't really have much to say that the two other guys didn't say. Just horrible. I don't really have anything else. They basically said everything I think too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, what are some of our favorite Kobe moments?
You want to start?
Well, not one that I was able to watch personally, but I loved that whole 2001 playoff run with Shaq when they went through the Allen Iverson 76ers, and just all those series were awesome. And I don't know why, but I've probably watched that run more than any other single run. It's just what an awesome team. And just the combination of him and Shaq were just so dominant, and just watching them was absolutely fantastic. So I have a lot of great memories watching that.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, I think I'm gonna try to think of something that won't be said. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of the top ones, but watching him in the Olympics, specifically 2008, was incredible. I mean, I was just looking up before, he dropped 20 points in the fourth quarter of the gold medal game against Spain. And obviously the USA is the favorites every year, but he was just a leader, and that was such a fun team to watch. And it's just when he's in that zone he was that summer, it's the best score that we'll probably ever see. So that was really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm going to go off the court here. I mean, it's not really necessarily a moment. There's obviously, I have many Kobe moments that I remember or, but just his commitment to women's sports is his support of the women's national soccer team, his support of his daughters pursuing basketball careers, his influence in women's AAU, like founding that whole camp that he was going to. In the WNBA, his influence in that was one of my favorite aspects of his post basketball career. Character.
Adding on that super quick, can I interrupt? Also, you reminded me. Also, R.I.P. to his daughter and everyone else in the.
Yes,
Of course,
sure.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right, sorry. Continue, Dino.
Let me think. The alley oop, the shot.
So many options.
When they point at each other, obviously.
That's a classic.
Game 7 of the finals. The classic Matt Barnes, where Matt Barnes shows the ball in his face and doesn't move.
Of course.
He had so many savage moments.
He does.
Do you think anyone's touching 81 points, let alone 100? Do you think anyone's going to even touch 81? At least not a lifetime.
It's gonna be
I don't
tough.
see it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
you
maybe.
saw
That
him,
was incredible.
Maybe.
you saw him score 62 in his last game ever.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That was also awesome.
I feel like Harden could touch it. I guess like if he just goes off one game.
I don't know, but he's already such a high volume shooter, and it's like
Yeah.
he'd need to shoot like every possession to.
I could see if Kevin Durant didn't pass one game, I could see Durant getting close.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Devin Booker had the.
I mean,
Devin Booker
Booker
got.
had
Yeah,
73.
true. Someone
Yeah.
probably will. But I don't know too much about this actually. Wasn't he like crazy efficient that game? Like he didn't even take a ton of shots.
Well, there was
Yeah.
a game last
He had
year where
I was looking it up. He had like 62 and 3. Too.
Harden had it last year. He had 60 through 3, and D'Antoni sat on the whole fourth quarter.
Really? What about that?
That's shocking.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
what
was-
I had.
He's probably in my definitely top 5. I don't know. He could be 3. I'm nothing on to like Theo.
He's easily in my top 5.
Dino's fun.
Oh, nice, Dino. Yeah.
LeBron, Jordan, 1 and 2. Obviously, you can debate that order, but I think Kobe has a case for top 3. Magic, like Bird, Shaq.
Definitely LeBron, Jordan,
Curry.
and then probably Kobe and Bird.
Kobe has a good argument for 3.
Magic's
yeah.
my
I think he has a good argument for 1 in theory. I mean, I personally don't think he is.
I don't
but
know,
if you
because it's
say
like
he's one, I don't
if
think
you really think about it, it's 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are so far and away, like 1 and 2, and then it's like you could say anybody. You could say quite a
Mhm.
few people for 3.
Yeah. How many? He only had 1 MVP? I was looking up. He had 5 rings though. He had
5
1
rings,
MVP.
1
Did
MVP.
he win Rookie of the Year?
No.
Who won Rookie of
No.
the Year? His rookie year.
It was 96. I
It was
forget.
96.
He didn't play much.
He had a shit ton of All-Star games.
Oh yeah, he didn't play much that year, did he?
Who won Rookie of the Year that year? It was Damon Stoudemire.
Oh,
Multiple.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Multiple time scoring champ.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was actually Allen Iverson. Never mind.
That was Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
High school legend.
Yep.
Off the court, like we were talking about. Huge investment in women's sports. Has his own he had him ton investments and stuff like that. Just all around dominant in every aspect of life, especially basketball. And his work ethic was incredible. Like we hear all the stories about the 100 shots after games, the shooting the free throws with a torn Achilles. Just he put in much more work than everyone else, and he had met that with the talent that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Just made him a monster.
All right. I think that's probably a good place to leave it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to hopefully something not as depressing. We have 2 singles in the music front. One was Lil Nas X and Nas. What was that song called?
Rodeo.
Rodeo. Yeah. I didn't like that very much.
No.
I didn't even listen to it.
Didn't listen to it.
I mean,
No.
it was okay. I mean,
It's like a country vibe too, except Nas isn't really.
And then Nas has a very short verse.
Has a rap verse. It's kind of weird. It was a good verse, but it's over that beat. It was kind of all right. Why? Well, it was just. I think the main reason he only had Nas because Lil Nas X and Nas the names.
Yeah.
There was probably that decision.
Yeah. And then we had the Meek Mill Nipsey like tribute song, which I mean you can't really judge because it's like a tribute song, so it's like he was just trying to like give a message, but it's like yeah, it
Roddy
was
Ricch
cool.
was in it too.
Roddy Ricch, yeah,
I think Roddy Ricch had a better part than Meek did.
yeah, I'd
Eh,
agree. Yeah.
Whatever. Won't ever listen to it again.
Yeah, we'll never
Yeah,
listen to it
it's one of
again.
those songs where it's like you listen to it. It's not you're listening to it musically. You're really just trying to listen to what he says. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it was okay. But yeah, that was really it for like.
Did you guys hear the song featuring Baby and Future by something called Marlo? You guys hear that
No.
I did not.
Marlo?
I think I've heard of Marlo though, but I didn't know.
Well,
Was
he
it
released
good?
a song with Lil Baby and Future. It might as well be a Future song because Future has like the first like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's only him. So
Mhm.
it's not terrible.
Yo Gotti also dropped a song which also blew. But yeah, big week ahead of us. We got potentially Wayne. We got Russ. And I think we have someone else.
He has a countdown on his website. It's definitely coming out.
Good.
Didn't he have a Carter 5 countdown? And then for a while, like it was like 2 weeks premature. Yeah, I mean, do we think
And
it drops?
he has the website up too.
I'm sure it will.
I think
whole-
it'll probably
I think
drop,
it will.
honestly.
I think it will for this time.
It will.
Good.
Even though he's someone who is like someone you can't trust, I think he's put much more effort into advertising this one than he did like other ones when he was serious dropping.
If
Right.
you had to rank the people who you trust the least when they say they're going to drop an album, what would you say?
It would be the
Kanye.
older rappers. It'd be
Yeah.
the older rappers.
Yeah.
Kanye,
Except for Eminem. Eminem just dropped albums without telling us.
Yeah, but he just
Yeah.
what was it? It's out. It's weird.
Yeah, that's
Thug
true.
never drops. Travis.
Kanye.
2 Chainz.
Kanye never drops.
Yeah, Kanye's
Chance.
easily the worst. Chance, yeah. Chance
Yeah.
may never drop again.
Yeah, that was
Oh, and then we have stuff like I've seen so many tweets. 2020 is the year that Childish Gambino and Chance confirmed they're dropping their joint project. It's like no, they're that and the Drake or not Drake, J. Cole Kendrick album, which I bet doesn't have a single song recorded.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it for music. Next we have the Grammys.
The Grammy, that's kind of music.
Oh well, I just meant as far as like
Like new
musical
music.
review. So biggest story obviously is Billie Eilish sweeping the major awards. What do you guys think about that?
I'm seeing a lot of people saying she's an industry plant because of this. It's just proof she's an industry plant. Have you guys heard
Yeah,
this?
I
don't know what
hate
that
that
means.
stuff. I hate that stuff.
But what does it mean, Dina?
I want to know what. Yeah, like what are they?
Like they're saying that she's like propped up by the music industry. Like they're trying to create a new superstar to profit off of.
They already
So
have
they're
like a billion. Why do they need more? I just think she's actually good.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually think Billie Eilish is pretty good. I think she's a lot of potential for she's like just turned 18. But me personally, this album I didn't like too much. Just wasn't
I
the
really
time.
liked it.
But I don't think it's bad. I personally don't enjoy it, and I think it's for me. I still think she has a lot of potential. I'm so excited to see what she does.
I get that take, Sonny, because like I don't like Igor, but like a lot of people do. So like whatever, like you know what I mean?
Which we'll get
It's
into because I actually want.
Yeah, like I think Igor's like deserving, but like I don't like it.
Yeah,
I just like
I feel like
I like
we feel
the
the same
vibe.
about Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I like the vibe. I like her style, and I just think she's very original, and I think it's like a real breath of fresh air, and it's like something different, which I appreciate.
but it's like they really need her to sweep the 4 major awards. Like I can see if you're gonna give her album of the year, and then
Surprised Old Town Road didn't get song of the year.
and then record of the year and song. Like, but you're gonna give her all 4, including
Old
Best
Town
New
Road
Artist?
should have one. You are right.
Yeah, I just you got to give her record of the year and song of the year. Like they're the same thing. Like why don't you give one to Lil Nas X?
They are the same thing.
One's for songwriting, and one's for like the act of performing it.
Yeah.
But
And regardless, Igor should have won album of the year anyways. So and it wasn't
It wasn't
nominated.
even nominated. But
Wasn't even
no, I'm
nominated.
looking at these record of the year, Hey Mama, Bon Iver, don't know it. Seven Rings,
That's a
Ariana
great
Grande,
song.
don't care for it. Hard Place, Her, don't know it. Talk Khalid, don't like it. Old Town Road, Truth Hurts, Lizzo, good song, and Sunflower, Post Malone, Sway Lee. Like, that's not crazy competition. It's really that song, Lil Nas X.
It was kind of a down year. Well, as we know, 2019, not a great year for music.
Yeah.
Right.
Thoughts on best new artist, Billie Eilish versus Lizzo versus Lil Nas X?
Oh, I think
Lil Nas X shouldn't have won that one.
I think Billie
Eilish easily wins that one.
Yeah, that's
think
the one I probably
Lizzo
actually agree with.
runner up.
What?
Yeah. I think Lizzo deserves runner up over Lil Nas X.
I agree.
But Lil Nas X got, I'm looking at it right now, best pop duo group performance for the remix with Billy Ray. So at least like he got recognition. Yeah.
And he got best music video too, actually.
Oh, did he? I don't think I've even seen that music video. Oh yeah, I have. It was alright.
Do you want to go to
The what?
I was just gonna say, do you want to go to the rap categories? But we can do R&B first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I was Anderson .Paak, Come Home, for best song featuring Andre 3000. I actually love this song.
I like it.
And he also won best R&B album with Ventura, which is also that album, which I also really like. So I'm happy with that. I don't know. It doesn't look like there's much competition.
I like Anderson .Paak. It's good to see him get some Grammys. I guess doesn't really matter that much, but whatever.
Yeah, I feel like the awards matter less and less as time goes on.
Especially like obviously with the recent events, like no one really cared about the Grammys last week.
Yeah.
I forgot they were going on.
Yeah, I was at Dairy Queen. I forgot they were on, and I was like, oh, what's happening?
All right, do you want to go to rap?
Yeah.
Best rap performance, Racks in the Middle. I mean,
surprise clout by on this.
Is there really any question that they gave it to Nipsey Hussle because he's dead?
Yeah. Suge got robbed.
Suge has my vote for that.
Suge got robbed.
I mean, honestly, R.I.P. But
yeah,
he wouldn't have won it if he was still alive.
Exactly.
No, to Suge, of course, but.
And best rap/song performance, higher DJ Khaled, Nipsey Hussle, John Legend. Like,
good song, but I like Trip Too Hard better. I like Panini better. Ballin' is one of my favorite songs of the year, and then The London I like better.
Yeah,
so.
I think Higher is my least favorite song out of those.
It's easily my least favorite song out of those.
Ballin's my favorite, but I would have voted for probably. I think Panini would have won if I was a betting man. I'm a bit surprised with that.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we get best rap song.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, I definitely can't complain about a lot winning here.
Surprised Gold Roses in that mix.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that well received.
Yeah, neither did I. But a lot of J. Cole stans getting pretty excited about his first Grammy, even though it's not even his song. He's a featured artist. But
he is a standout of that song, though. But yeah.
Go ahead.
Lastly, we got rap album, which I think it was pretty clear Tyler was going to win this. Nobody really expected anything else. I know Dina doesn't agree, but I think it was pretty obvious this was the best out of this collection of albums for this year.
I agree too. Great album.
Yeah, I liked it.
Was that his first Grammy too?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
In his future.
I don't know. Not sure. What was I gonna say? Did you what about the performances? Did you guys look at any of the performances?
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
I watched Tyler's performance after the fact, which was pretty entertaining, pretty good visually, and he gave a good vocal performance, I guess. And then the Lil Nas X performance was interesting just because of all the characters he had with him.
Yeah.
He had BTS with him, Mason Ramsey, whatever, and Billy Ray and Big Nas.
Yes. I don't know where the big came from, but and then Billie Eilish's performance was really good. It was kind of like an acoustic piano one, which was good. And then the Ariana Grande one was pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Ariana Grande one.
For a lot of music drops, she had a pretty quiet Grammys. No, she didn't win anything. I feel like she dropped a lot of success, like at least commercially successful stuff this year.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
I don't know. Okay, that's really that. Do you want to talk about the Super Bowl?
Let's do it.
All right. We're gonna go into like just a little bit of a preview with predictions, who we think like the MVP is gonna be, and then a little just discussion on it. So I don't know. What do we want to say to like introduce that?
Let's start off with just predictions, just who we think's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And maybe how the game's gonna go a little bit.
I think the 49ers are gonna win. I think they're gonna come out with like a bit of a first quarter / first half surge, and then they're gonna kind of take the Chiefs D by surprise. Then I think the Chiefs D is gonna solidify a little bit after halftime, and their wide receiver is gonna get going towards the late / end of the third, and then but I think the D of the 49ers is gonna hold throughout the fourth, and I think they'll have a pretty comfortable win.
Tina?
Hoping Patrick Mahomes throws for 357 yards. But
we got to explain that.
Other than that, I think San Fran's going to come out and take maybe like a 14-point lead. Yeah. And I think Mahomes he'll struggle a little bit in the beginning. I wouldn't be surprised if, similar to like the past Seahawks Super Bowl when Seattle had that late Marshawn Lynch touchdown to end the first half, the Chiefs get a score like that to bring it to like a one-score game. And I do think Mahomes and the offense will figure it out in the second half. They're too good. They have Kelsey is a freak show. No one can catch Tyreek Hill. They still have McCole Hardman, Demarcus Robinson. I just think they're a mess. I do think the Chiefs win. I think it'll be a close game. If I'm San Francisco and I have the lead, I just run the ball as much as I can. I think if I was betting on a Super Bowl MVP, though, I would bet Nick Bosa.
That's a good. That's what I was going to say. I think it's going to be similar to the college football game championship. It will be kind of close, except the Niners will be kind of in control at halftime, and I think they run away with it in the second. Super Bowl MVP. Maybe Mostert.
I would say him.
Yeah, I also got the Niners here. As we've seen with the Chiefs in this playoffs and even last playoffs, like they seem to have trouble getting going, or they're for whatever reason not ready to play in the first couple quarters. And I think if they do that in this game, it's going to be real tough for them to play from behind against the Niners with their D and their run game. So I'm expecting them to get down a little bit early and really be behind the 8 ball the entire game and probably lose by 2 scores. Mm-hmm. And for MVP, I got, if I was betting, I mean, obviously the most likely person to win MVP is Mahomes, because if the Chiefs win, Mahomes is winning MVP. But
right.
There's probably not much value with that. Well, there isn't much value with that. But if I was betting, which I probably will, I'd get a bet on Garoppolo, because looking at the line, he's plus 325, and to get the starting quarterback at plus 325, like if the Niners win, I mean, if he's at least remotely
effective,
if he does anything, if he has 2 touchdowns, he's gonna get the MVP.
I'll keep an eye on Deebo Samuel too for this.
Yeah, you probably get some good value on him.
Kittle, what's Kittle's odds?
Middle of the pack. I think what you'd expect.
It's probably like plus 500 or something.
Interesting.
I wonder what Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce's are too.
They're
2 Tyreek Hill bomb touchdowns late in the game or something.
I think Mahomes would still get it though. If he had the 2 touchdowns, I bet he had the third. You know what I mean?
Imagine if Hill had like 8 for like 170 and 2 scores.
Yeah.
They're
Still give
both
it to
big
Hill.
plays.
Hill needs like a, I don't know.
Do you think the
kickoff
NFL also
return or
wants a
something.
child beater?
Gave it to Deion Branch.
Different
Do you
era.
think that's a good look in the NFL to have a child beater as MVP, as Super Bowl MVP though? Like they could just
No,
knock it.
I don't. But considering they let him play still, I wouldn't be surprised if they
Yeah, no,
do.
considering he's
Yeah.
in the league.
I just don't think there's any way that if they're not giving it to a Chiefs receiver, Mahomes is getting it. If
Yeah, he probably.
They do want Mahomes to like chase Brady, so they have someone to like kind of like hype
Prop
up the
up.
next years. Yeah. But it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be kind of relaxing, but also sad to not have the Patriots in it.
Right. This is gonna be just getting to sit back and watch the Super Bowl.
it's gonna be a real culture shock not having like 4 of the last 5 years being in the Super Bowl. So it's very, very weird.
I know. Yeah, we're just spoiled. That's interesting though. All right, what else do we want to talk about?
No,
I can cut all this out, by the way, so don't worry about it.
it's been kind of a dead week.
Yeah, we didn't really have much at all. Next
What are
week,
we at right now?
Next week,
We're at like 25 minutes. It's very short.
You don't even have to have a wicked long one too. All the time.
No, we shouldn't try to just inflate it for no reason. But if we have anything else that we want to talk about, I mean,
Do you want to do like think of one more thing and then I'll end it?
if you can think of something, go ahead. Well, I'm just gonna stop this and then we'll start it up again when we have some. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna do a quick segment here, debating pretty much if you can only listen to 2 groups of rap, would you rather only be able to listen to rappers from New York, so like Jay-Z, Papa Zombies, Biggie, 6ix9ine,
Is it ASAP in there too?
ASAP,
Mhm.
New York, Atlanta, and LA. So Atlanta's obviously like Young Thug, Migos, 2 Chainz,
Two
Shout
Chainz is
Gambino.
not from Atlanta.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Oh, he's from Louisiana. I thought.
Nope, Atlanta.
That's Wayne. And then
Yeah, I know. I
LA,
thought they had college rules.
no, it's not.
Oh.
2 Chainz is Atlanta. And then LA, which is like Kendrick, Dr. Dre, Schoolboy Q. So they don't listen to rappers from those 3 cities or the field. So you get like Chicago for Kanye, Pittsburgh for like Mac and Wiz Khalifa, New Orleans for Wayne, Detroit for Eminem, Houston for Travis, J. Cole, all these other guys. So we're just gonna debate that and see what you guys think. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. I would do New York, LA, and Atlanta because the vast majority of the people that I like are from there, and that covers stylistically pretty much what I'm into. So, my tastes are generally shaped by those specific areas. So if I could only listen to anything, it would be stuff coming out of those areas. So I'm easily picking that.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with those 3 cities too, simply because pretty much right now in rap, the real
Future's
rulers
also
of rap,
Atlanta, which is big.
the real rulers of rap, pretty much. I mean, Young Thug, Future, Kendrick.
Migos.
Those are some massive
And all
names
the
right
all
now.
the royalty, of days gone by.
So you get
Jay-Z,
those
Tupac,
and you get the
Biggie.
past. So that's pretty clear. But then also I'm thinking if we're extending this into the future, I mean, there's higher chances that the future next generation are going to be from one of those
Yeah.
3 major rap cities. So you're going to get those too.
Mhm.
It's kind of unreliable in the rest of the country.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
looking
think he's.
right
I don't
now.
think he's coming out of Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
You gotta take this field. I mean, I'm looking at. I just look up top rappers right now. Eminem, Drake's Canada, Kanye, Wayne, Travis, J. Cole. Like there's just so many more. Lil Uzi Vert, Meek Mill, Chance, Post Malone. Like there are
Rick
so
Ross.
many. Kodak X, Lil Pump. Yeah, I just think
G Herbo.
there's. Yeah. I think they're just. Where's Tyler the Creator from? I don't think he might be New York actually.
Yeah, he's from Yonkers.
So, but obviously New York, LA, and Atlanta are like the 3 top cities. But I think the field itself just has so much. The more, at least for me, who I listen to more, like I'm like Kanye, Travis, like, Lil Wayne, Uzi, like all those guys. Where's Cardi's Atlanta, isn't he? But all those guys, I just think there's much more star power in the field.
I don't know. I just don't know how you could lose Atlanta. Atlanta is just so.
Losing Atlanta's tough. Like that's easily my favorite out of those 3. You also get like some old guys like Outkast and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah, I'd probably listen to Wayne, Drake, and Jay-Z the most. So like losing Jay-Z sucks. But I also listen to Kanye a lot just because like I like a lot of their music. So I'd probably take the field just based on personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I feel like more are gonna come to mind.
Yeah, the field's just like bigger. I mean, I guess in terms of like
it's definitely bigger, obviously.
A lot of more
everywhere else.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, I think my favorites are like Thug and Future, so that's tough. But I'm going honestly. Well, I don't even think it's quantity or quality because there is some great quality in the field. But like Uzi, for example, and like Logic, who I still like don't mind. I don't know. I think we could maybe try to rework the cities for a closer debate, but I think that's a pretty even split.
I think we've done it in the past, and we included Chicago
in the Big Four. I still think that doesn't sway me.
Yeah, it sways me a little bit since I get Kanye.
It definitely hurts a bit.
That's icing on the cake for me.
Yeah,
I love
Then you get who else? Chance, Chief Keef.
Yeah, I don't really care about Chance.
I don't listen to Frito Sanchez.
I don't really care about Chance at all.
It's nice to have his old stuff just to have access to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I'll take acid rap, and then you can have everything.
Yeah,
else.
well, yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you care, if you like the older sound better, which I know you do, Gordine, I think it's a pretty easy choice. But
that's an easy choice for
me. You get like LA and stuff like that. You get NWA, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, all those guys. What do we think has been more influential? I think the Big Three is more influential.
Who's been more influential?
Influential? Easily
the Big Three.
Yeah.
I mean, look at every era. It's like
Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's got
it has the literal foundation, has the biggest names that have ever come, and then it has a good portion of the current. So it's in every, like you said, in every era it's had.
Schmurda's in the Big Three.
Oh yeah.
New York, I think. New York founded it. LA kind of made it big, and now Atlanta runs it. So it's kind of like a. Like I was surprised. I was looking at LA. Like besides like Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, like today it's really not as big as it was. Like it's still big, obviously. Like Kendrick's a huge player.
Yeah, this is an interesting. Where's the Sugar Hill Gang from? Because that was technically like the first like big. Where are they from?
21 Savage in Atlanta.
Oh, they're from Jersey. That's interesting.
We'll call that
New York. Yeah, we'll call that New York.
Yeah, we'll call that New York. Okay, so yeah, New York.
Chicago. You get the Baby in Atlanta.
Wow.
A Boogie with a Hoodie, you get New York. We get Ski Mask in Florida.
Florida's big.
1979, Rapper's Delight, first rap single on the Billboard Hot 100. It's crazy.
You get Baby and Gunna. We get Denzel actually with Florida.
That's a hit.
Trying to look at these other ones. Yeah, we get Kodak. Where's Nicki from? Does anyone know?
We get Meek.
Oh, Nicki 6.
We get Meek and Rich the Kid and Uzi from Philly. You get all the ASAPs, which is tough. We get T Grizzly.
I care about more than 2.
Oh, T Grizzly.
Where's Tory Lanez from?
Oh, we get Tupac, Baltimore.
No, Tupac.
We get Tupac.
Yeah.
No.
We'll give you guys G-Eazy if you want.
It says Tupac from Baltimore online.
No,
we get
counting him as LA.
You guys get Pusha T. Where's he from? New York.
Yeah, it sounds like New. I mean, my gut says New York, but
take a look.
Yep, New York.
Yep.
You get Pusha T. So it's actually like a fairly even split. You guys get Brockhampton too. I know I'm probably the only really Brockhampton fan here, but for like a name. Dude, if we had like fans, we could easily make this a poll. I could actually search a few people at
Hope for the future. I can put a poll. I can put a poll on the YouTube video, so I'll see let's see how many votes it gets.
I mean, we can tweet it too. We still have followers. Follow us on Twitter if you're.
Yeah, but you're gonna get responses from like some hip hop account run by like a Russian bot.
Ha, Gordy, we get Wale.
Well, Travis. Travis is underrated.
Gordy loves Wale.
All right, this is dragging. We're just naming every single.
Speaking of bots on Twitter, yesterday I saw this kid, or this account that was clearly a bot that like made like a take about we shouldn't celebrate Kobe because he's a rapist or whatever, or something like that. And like people were getting so angry, like in the comments, there were like 50 comments saying like "fuck you," and it was so obvious it was a bot. It's like
people don't vet their responses.
I'll show it to you guys after.
And one thing we wanted to say, we were talking about this in our little break. The song that we hinted at a couple weeks ago, we're gonna save it for our posthumous album, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, keep your eye out for all of us to die. And then,
if only one person dies,
like
the verse is dropped.
Just the verse.
Just the verse.
Yeah.
So hopefully Lav can smash it together.
Yeah, Lav, you got this.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Sorry about that. I'm assuming you're all freaking out about words, Ben.
This could be my dying wish if I like perish like walking across the street and I get hit by a bus or something. I'm gonna put that on my will. I want my
running it up by LSD to drop.
I want my verse to be dropped.
It took him a good half hour to record, so
it took him so long to record that.
Hey,
do you know how many times I had to sit there and listen to the words in the kitchen cooking like Ramsay?
We don't want to spoil too much about this genius song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can tell, it's pretty hardcore.
It's pretty good. Why did I make it so intricate? Why couldn't I just like?
Because in our head we all thought we were Drake.
You and Dino, you and Sonny spent like 40 minutes in that room, and then like when you guys came out, I was like, oh god, they've been practicing and they got it, and then Sonny just couldn't get it.
Yeah, well, Gordon, every 3 seconds you come in and go, seriously, no talking,
because he was trying to record.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we came out and watched him record for another half hour.
Yeah.
And then Lab left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you want to hint out what we're doing next week, Cordeem?
What are we doing next week?
Oh my god. Bad host.
So we were thinking we're probably going to have 2 things prepared for next week. We're going to either listen to an album or watch a movie of some sort and then discuss it.
Oh,
and then we're all going to search SoundCloud and find a shit SoundCloud rapper who has like 20 followers and talk about how bad they are. We're going to analyze them.
I already have a possible idea about the SoundCloud rapper I might pick, but
I can tell you I have no idea.
I'm not going to reveal it.
Keep an eye out for that. And do we want to do an album or movie? Do you want to debate that really quick? Or?
I feel like it'd be easier to do an album because like we just listen to it while driving or walking versus a movie. You have to like create time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna tweet out cover art for our single and then not drop it.
Mm-hmm. And a link to our single.
We're gonna put a date, but just know that on that date, that song will not release. So yeah.
That you were debating earlier.
Yeah.
Is it inconceivable that I will be up at 3 a.m. one day on a school night and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go go put together the song.
Yeah, but it has to be straight up Eminem style, just out of nowhere.
That is not inconceivable. That
I'm gonna get an email. I'm gonna get an email with the song at 3 in the morning, and I'm gonna have to upload it to the freaking YouTube channel.
I'd almost say that is fairly likely that will happen at some point.
Probably is. Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually, but the world's gonna stop turning when it does.
Yeah.
The poles will flip.
Yeah, the poles will reverse.
It's gonna be a polar reversal. We are overdue for one.
But do we have an athlete we want to invite on? Maybe did we already invite on Sammy Watkins?
We did last week.
We did.
I went on the Twitter and followed the athletes we invited to. So
we should see if Joe Burrow wants to stop by.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Right. All right, we'll reach out to our close friend of the program, Joe Burrow.
Close friend. Yeah, he is.
Album we decide on.
All right. Little known fact: he actually is a fellow certified member of the Taunton River watershed. So.
Oh.
Nice.
So was Sandra Kelly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that about wraps it up. So we've droned on enough. So. All right.
Twitter, R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Yep. All right, then we'll see you guys next week then.
All right.
All right. Peace out.